This is a tennis player. He doesn't have a huge body. He's lean, with muscles that look natural. His legs, big for his frame. His right arm, noticeably larger than the left. And his wrists and forearms, strong as steel. Getting a body like this comes down to 8 pillars. Today we'll break them down. We'll rank each one out of 10. Most beginners think a fast shot comes from the arm. That is a lie that leads straight to tennis elbow. In elite tennis, the arm is just the end of a whip. Power starts from the ground. It travels through the legs, flows into the hips, and gets multiplied by the core. This system is called the kinetic chain. If one part is weak, which is usually the core, power leaks out. You swing harder, the ball still doesn't go faster. Andy Roddick held the record for the fastest serve for years. It wasn't just arm strength, it was his rock-solid core and violent torso rotation that allowed him to snap the racket through the zone. The training plan? I like to break it into layers. We create the force by doing split squats, Romanian deadlifts, and jump squats. Then, we transfer that force into the core by doing medicine ball rotational throws, cable wood choppers, landmine rotations. And finally, we release it with perfect timing and control, shadow swings with slow rotation and band-resisted forehand rotations. Each layer feeds the next. Skip one, and power disappears. That's how you hit harder, without swinging harder. In tennis, 80% of the game is side to side. If you're slow, you don't lose points, you lose hope halfway to the ball. This defines court coverage. It's about the ability to move from a split step into a crossover or shuffle instantly. Look at Carlos Alcaraz. He's not just fast, he's reactive. He can stop his momentum and re-accelerate in the opposite direction before the opponent even finishes their swing. The real fix? Train the first step. 1. Direction change strength. Before you can go fast, you must be able to stop and turn over. Lateral lunges, skater squats, single leg bounds. 2. First step speed. This is about cheating physics to start moving instantly. Crossover drills. Learning to cross one leg over the other to gain distance. Band pushes. Adding weight to your first move to make it explosive. Wall drive starts. Practicing the perfect body lean for a fast start. Reactive agility. Most people train with cones they know are there. In a match, the ball is unpredictable. The exercises. Partner point. You move only when your partner points. Color number calls. Your brain hears a cue and reacts instantly. Random color signs. Forces you to change your mind mid-sprint. Train your brain to decide, not just your legs to move. A fast body with a slow brain is still a slow player. Pillar 3, eccentric strength, 9 out of 10. Everyone trains to be fast. Come on, who doesn't want to chase every ball like Alcaraz? But here's the catch. If you can't hit the brakes, that full-speed chase just ends with an awkward dive. Before you hit a stable ball, your body has to stop moving first. That stopping power comes from eccentric strength. It's the ability of muscles to stay strong while they lengthen under load. Without it, momentum keeps pulling you forward. Balance breaks, accuracy disappears. Watch Rafael Nadal sprint to a corner on clay. His ability to slide, load his outside leg, and absorb massive force is what allows him to hit those banana passing shots on the run. 1. Single leg deceleration. Bulgarian split squats. Step downs from a box. 2. Wide base control. Cossack squats. Pistol squats. 3. Tennis-specific absorption. Controlled slide lunges. Deceleration drills into a shadow swing. Train slow on the way down. That's where control is built. And in tennis, control wins rallies. By the way, this full training program is all inside the physique of a tennis player. It breaks down every exercise with reps, sets, and progressions. Pillar 4. Max strength. Some people might say, lifting heavy makes you stiff. Yeah, you definitely didn't see this guy. If you only do high-rep, light weights, you are building endurance, not power. And eventually, you hit a ceiling. No matter how fast you swing, the ball still feels light to your opponent. To fix that, you first have to forget the machines for a bit and instead use these 4 exercises to make yourself way more powerful. Trap bar jump shrugs. This teaches you to explode off the floor. Front squats keeps your posture upright. If your core collapses here, it will collapse during a fast serve. Overhead press builds bulletproof shoulders. Pull-up variations. These give you a strong back, which stabilizes your swing and prevents hitting with your arm only. When you are strong, you don't have to try to hit hard. The strength of your legs handles the work, leaving your arms free to be relaxed and precise. Pillar 5. Dynamic mobility. 9.5 out of 10. Imagine you're moving to the side for one ball, and suddenly your joints make a sound that feels expensive. Yeah, that's lack of mobility. Flexibility is being able to do the splits. Mobility, on the other hand, is being able to hit a 100-mile-per-hour forehand while doing the splits. Good examples are Novak Djokovic, who moves like rubber, and somehow your knees hurt just watching him. And then there's Carlos Alcaraz, who moves in the court like gravity forgot about him. Most players are either stiff as a board or bendy but weak. If you're stiff, your body breaks when you reach for a wide ball. If you are just flexible, like a noodle, you have no power when you get there. And even worse, you end up with chronic lower back pain or dead arm. That's why we train. So, to train mobility, we first have to get in the range by doing 90-90 hip switches and deep squat holds with rotation. And then we get the control and range with split squat isometric holds and Copenhagen planks. And lastly, we do some shoulder protections by doing shoulder internal rotation drills and band-assisted deceleration work. You look like a pro in the first 10 minutes, but by the third set, you're breathing like a fish out of water. Tennis isn't a marathon. It's 100 sprints with a nap in between. If your heart takes 5 minutes to slow down after a long rally, you've already lost the next point. Real fitness is about how fast you can reset your breath. Novak Djokovic looks the same in the 5th hour as he did in the first minute. Andy Murray used to run track. This guy will chase balls until the sun goes down and then ask for more. If your engine is small, your brain stops working. You stop moving your feet. You start wishing the match would just end. Train the reset. 1. Interval sprints. Run fast for 20 seconds, rest for 20, just like a real point. 2. Jump rope. Keeps your feet bouncy and your heart rate high. Want to level it up? Get the weighted jump rope from cross rope. Your lungs burn, your shoulders get stronger, and your next forehand suddenly feels violent. 3. Med ball swings. Swing medicine balls at full power. Shuffle for 5 meters, swing again. This teaches your body to produce power while you're tired. 4. Box jumps. Teaches your heart to handle sudden explosions of energy. The player who breathes better wins better. The power comes from the legs and the core, but the wrist decides where that power ends up. If your grip is soft, the racket twists. If the racket twists, the ball goes into the parking lot. Look at Federer's flick on the forehand. His wrist is like a whip that never breaks. And Nadal's legendary forehand spin. His forearms look like they were carved out of granite. If you have noodle wrists, you get tennis elbow. The vibration of the ball travels straight into your joints because your muscles aren't strong enough to soak it up. You end up wearing a brace and watching your friends play from the sidelines. Being fast is great, but if you run too fast and end up right on top of the ball, you can't swing. Tennis is a game of small steps. Big steps get you to the ball, but tiny steps get you in the right spot to hit it. It's like parking a car. You don't just floor it into the garage, you adjust at the end. People say Roger Federer glides. That's just because his footwork is so perfect he's never in a rush. And Daniil Medvedev looks awkward most of the time, but his feet are always exactly where they need to be. The dance drills. 1. Ladder drills. High knees, in and outs, and crossovers. Teaches your brain to control your toes. 2. Figure eights. Run in circles around 2 balls. Teaches you how to lean and adjust. 3. The spider drill. Sprint to every corner of the court and back to the middle. 4. Jump squat to split step. Jump up, land softly, and be ready to move instantly. Good feet make the game feel slow. When the game feels slow, you have all the time in the world to win.